What is up, people? How's everybody doing today? Second last stream of the day. Well, it's a movie night after all. The last Friday of the month, so we're doing movie nights. And then it's Goodfellas tonight. As suggested by Hotspot, I believe. So, Hotspot will reduce some coins. Should turn up. Because that's how we roll here. We suggest something, if it gets done, dish out some coins. I don't know how many coins I said I'll give you. 50. Double check. Yo, what up, Zeg? How you doing? Music is still on. Yeah, should be hearing the music. Oh, is it too loud? Okay. Let me turn it down a bit. It might be too loud. Much the tad too loud. Let me turn it down a bit. But yo, how you doing, my man Zeg? Music is still, yeah, I turned it down. I think it might have been too loud. But yeah, how you doing? Appreciate you coming through. I believe this might be your first movie night. So we do movie night once a month, the last Friday of each month, where we watch a movie and just chill out for a little bit. This time it's Goodfellas. So if you happen to have Goodfellas on DVD or streaming services or whatever you have it on, you can watch it with. If you don't have Goodfellas, not a problem. You can still hang out. It's still fun. Still chat. Talk about the movie, talk about whatever, you know, it's all good, it's all fun. So that's how we roll, that's how we roll. 3 likes right now, awesome. A couple more likes, we reach our first like goal of 5. But yeah, man, if you got the movie, get it set up. If you don't, like I say, it's all good, still have some fun. Still have some fun. So how's everybody doing, man? Okay, what's going on? Why is it saying offline though? We're not offline, we're online. Oh wait, snap, I totally forgot something. I need to connect these. Damn. Connect. Oh, totally forgot. There we go, that's connected. But yeah, man. Alright, so I guess I'll be starting the movie soon then. We chill out and watch Goodfellas. Anybody here seen Goodfellas already? I've seen it a few times before. It's been a while since I watched it though. But I've seen it quite a few times before, so I'm fairly familiar with the film. Pretty familiar with the film. Yo, Frozen Gamer Wagwan. Love that movie. Nice. How you doing, FG? FG's in his house. Yep. Excuse me, what's it will play? Good, Bill. Oh, that Bill Cosby. Yeah, man, that was yeah. Not nice, man, not nice at all. But he did what he did. It's a damn shame because I think like a lot of people, grew up watching Bill Cosby. It was a big inspiration when I was a kid. Cosby Show was a great show. Did a lot of stuff that, great products. Really big inspiration on a lot of people. Positive inspiration on a lot of people. But boy, man, for him to be doing what he did, or at the very least, I mean, I guess we've got to be completely honest. Out of everything that happened, there's nothing that's actual clear evidence. If you want to be honest, but the problem is that when you've got like 40 plus people accusing you, and then you got your own deposition where he's admitting to using these things. It don't look good. And at the very least, whether he did this one or not, he done something. I think. I mean, hopefully I don't sound too judgmental, but he's probably done something. But it's, yeah. Can I call him a hypocrite? I don't know. I mean, did he ever tell people not to rape people? I don't know if he ever did that. If he ever did that, I'm not sure. If he ever went on record saying don't rape people and then went and then did what he did, and yeah, he's a hypocrite. But I guess if he never actually said those words, I know he said a lot of other stuff about, you know, being kind and, well, yeah, that's not being kind. So maybe he's a hypocrite. Raping people's not being kind. So at the very, yeah, I guess he's a hypocrite then. Bill Cosby, Billacrit. All right. Let's get this movie set up, yo. If you got the movie, get it set up on 0. Start the movie in just a moment or two. I'm gonna switch over this screen so y'all can see what I can see. Except, you know, can't actually show the movie, so you should see the subtitles along the bottom though. We'll do a countdown in a little bit. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay, so, cool, 4 likes, awesome, appreciate the 4 likes, 5 people watching. To all the talkers and stalkers, likers and strikers, we're about to start the movie, so yeah, if you have it ready, get it set up in 0. I'll do a countdown in a little bit. If you don't have the movie, not a problem, still watch along, still have some fun in the chat. Talk about the film, talk about whatever. That's how we do, This is how we do it. There. Turn this up just a tad. Alright, so gonna start countdown now. So are you ready? And I'll count down from 3 and then say go. Did you start the movie? No, not yet, just about to start the movie. What up, Bastien? How you doing? Just about to start the movie, but yeah. Alright. About to get set up then. Oh, we've got 5 likes though. 5 likes, you know what that means? Means everybody in the chat gets 30 coins. Appreciate the 5 likes, guys. Big up for that. 5 likes in less than 10 minutes. Nice one, guys. Appreciate it. There we go, 30 coins. Oh, if that's even working, what's going on? There we go, that's coming through. 30 coins, everybody in chat, that's how we do it, man. 5 little likes. 5 little likes, man. But yeah, when you get to 10 likes, it's 50 coins. So if you haven't already hit the like button, share the stream, let people know what I've won. Let people know where the party at. I forgot my Amazon Prime run out. Ah, darn. That's actually not on Amazon Prime though. Not as not all the free movies. I did check. It's not. It's you can rent it from Amazon for $2.49. But yeah, it's not actually on the Amazon Prime service. So if you're gonna rent it, it's $2.49. But if not, then it's not there. I did check because no, I'm pretty sure I had this movie on DVD. Like, I'm so certain I had this movie on DVD, and then I was looking for my DVD collection, and I just couldn't find it anywhere. Couldn't find it in my collection. So I don't know if maybe I sold it. I know there's a time when I sold a bunch of DVDs. I'm pretty sure this was not one of them though. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have kept Goodfellas, but yeah. Anyway, I looked for my DVDs, I couldn't find it. So yeah, I just rented it again through Google. That's how I got it this time round. Yes, I do intend on getting Red Dead Redemption 2. Apparently it's a 100 gigabyte game, but yeah, I still intend on getting that. I intend on that. Alright, alright, alright. So what's happening, Bastion? Wow, lucky me. Oh, right, in terms of, right, okay. Yeah. So big, wide. Had a DVD copy, let me put it. Oh, you got, okay, cool. That's what you meant with lucky. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Alright. Get it on 0. The DVD is clearly ripped, but... Wow. Yeah, it's a massive game. 105 gigabytes I read. Oh, I guess there's a lot to do. I guess there's a lot to do. 105 gigabyte install. There's a lot to do in that game. Either that, or it's just a massive world with nothing to do. You just wander around for ages. How big will the updates be? Hopefully not that big. If you've got 105 gigabyte install, then hopefully the updates won't be like, you know, 50, 60 gigabyte updates or some crap like that. Cause that'd just be nonsense. You wouldn't have any space left on your hard drive. EVGA is not readable. Oh man. Oh well. Oh well. It's a shame. It's a shame. Well, it's no problem, no problem. Yeah, if you, for those who have the movie, you can watch it along. But yeah, if you don't have it, not a problem. You can still join in the chat, still have some fun, still talk about some stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna start the movie shortly. So yeah, I'm gonna count down from 3, and then I'll go. So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. That's probably the horse's balls to take off. You know, yes, it probably is. Yeah, I did hear about that. I did hear about that. I did hear about that. Apparently, they put a lot of effort into those balls. Put a lot of effort into those balls, so yeah, this film is based on a true story. So yeah, I know Frozen Game has seen this movie before. Bastion, I'm guessing you've seen this movie before as well. But anybody else seen this movie before or not seen it before? If you haven't, it's a good movie.
Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switching in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole?
Yeah, I like how it's done though. How they I mean, it's not the only movie to do this, I know, but yeah, they start off with this sort of midsection, and then because it's very much like, and especially like this bit here where you got the red, you know, the red from the lights, and it's like, oh, what's going on here? I did not watch the Anthony Joshua fight, so I'm not really big into boxing too much, to be honest. But no, I didn't watch it. He won though, didn't he? I think he's like the unified champion now, so he's doing quite well. He's doing quite well as a boxer. As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster. was struck. Okay, so he didn't win easily. Well, I mean, other boxers are good too, I'm sure. You're not going to win every single fight convincingly. Yeah. Big fan base. So much pressure on his back. Well, that's just part of being in a spotlight, isn't it? You know, anytime you do anything, whether you're a sports star or whatever, you know, the pressure's on, man. That's just life for you, isn't it? First time I watched this movie was probably somewhere around about 92, 93, I think, around about then. And my brother had it on VHS. Like, I think a friend of his lent him a tape that he recorded when it had Goodfellas and Scarface on the same cassette tape. So we watched both those movies, I think, one after the other. But at the time, I mean, I would have been like, I don't know, 12, 13, something like that when I watched it for the first time. So yeah, way too young to watch this movie. But yeah, you appreciate things on a whole different level. Yo, Belgian Dan, Wagwan. How you doing, Danny? Mr. Dan's in the village, Mr. Dan's in the house. I'm pretty sure I don't need to ask. I can just say this. Like, I know you shouldn't make assumptions about people, but I reckon I can just say this. Belgian Dan has seen this movie, and probably seen this movie multiple times. Am I right? Or am I right? Beaver's dropping funny. Oh, that's good news, man. Good news. That's good to hear, man. Head's clearing up. He's coming down. All that. That's good news, man. Alright. But that is the movie guy, man. Dan is the movie guy. So it's a good damn movie. So now the man's working for party. Any problems? He can go to party. That bitch don't come up again. Yo, Johnny B. Goods. Whoa, how you doing, Johnny? Best movie ever. It's a pretty damn good movie, isn't it? Best movie ever though? Ooh, that's a statement. Pretty good. I do like this movie though. I do like the movie. It's definitely, I would say it's probably my favourite gangster movie. I think between this and Carlito's Way, Goodfellas Part 2 are my favourite gangster movies. Jackson is in it. Yes, he is. It's a small part, but he is in it. He doesn't last very long, but he is in it. That's right, yeah. Everybody takes speed sometimes. That's him. That's the guy. I can, like, you just drag up somebody's dad in front of... Oh wait, no, he's a mailman. No, it's not his dad. I got this wrong. They don't rough his dad, they rough the mailman. Go be the gangster. I mean, I know sometimes these movies make it look all glamorous or whatever, but man, that's gotta be something like. Fellowship won award. What did it win? I actually don't know what it won. I mean, this film came out what, 196. All of them came up to awards and stuff like that, right? Good. I think this might be your first movie night. So yeah, thank you for coming through. We do movie nights every month on the last Friday of each month. This month, yeah, Goodfellas. In previous months, we've watched what else? We watched the 8 Mile last month. We watched Dead Alive, or was it Brain Dead? I can't remember which one actually. Well, one of the old Pete Jackson movies. What else we've watched? We've watched quite a few things actually. We usually watch like sort of cheesy 80s action type movies, things like that. So that's the typical thing we usually watch. So this one is a little bit different to our usual movies, but hey, it's a good movie. Enough of a little bit of variety. Six likes, guys. 4 more to reach our next like goal. Talkers and stalkers, I appreciate everybody coming through. By the way, I've already got a few opinions on this, but just something that I'm thinking about, just so you guys know as well, and let me know what you think of this. No decision's been made yet, but I am considering moving over to Twitch for the live stream. So I'm not giving up on YouTube, not at all. YouTube's still home for me, but I'm considering moving the live streams over to Twitch. And if I were to move over to Twitch, would you guys watch me there? Would that be a problem? Would it matter? All that kind of stuff. Now let me know. It's just something, like I said, no decision's been made. It's just something I'm thinking about. At the moment, it's kind of putting out the feelers to see what people sort of think of it. Rachel was great. Yes. Plays the box up. De Niro put a lot of weight for that movie to play with it in later years. Crazy how people like think of things like this guy's shot, bleeding out, more concerned about the aprons. If we're talking about, say, Martin Scorsese movies, I mean, there's a lot of great Martin Scorsese movies. I mean, we've got, well, this. To Twitch or not to Twitch? That is the question. Whether it is noble in the hearts to suffer slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, man. Let me know what you think of that. But yeah, Martin Scorsese movies. So Taxi Driver is another great one. Casino. What else we got? Man, I can't even think. I've seen quite. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen quite a few Scorsese movies. I can't think of a damn one right now. Cape Fear. There's another one of the remake he did for Cape Fear. A lot of movies with Robert De Niro, and in later years, Leonardo DiCaprio.
He was first locked up at 11 and he was doing hits for mob bosses when he was 16. See, hits never bothered Jimmy. It was business. But what Jimmy really loved to do...
this. It's on sale. It's $5.99 right now. I might get that actually. I might get that.
Henry, come in. Say hello to Tom.
How you doing, Andrew?
He's gonna be working together. Okay?
Too much because I've got to be careful with the movie audio, or is it just too loud? Right, okay. Oh shit. How about there? Is that better? I've got to be careful with the movie audio though, just because the way YouTube handles movies is vastly different to the way YouTube handles music. Much better. Cool. To turn you up, but the music became okay. Alright. Got to be careful with that. Let me show you something. Guess what I bought today? I'm not gonna eat it today. Well, I bought that today. That's part of my cheat meal for tomorrow. I plan ahead. Snickers. Get some nuts. I haven't had these for ages, man. But yeah, they are pretty good. I think the last time I had one of these was probably a good few years ago. At least. Actually, maybe not that long, but I say at least a year ago. For the last time I had a Snickers. But even before I started like trying to eat healthier, I wasn't really eating Snickers that much, but it's been a while, man. Well, they are very sugary, so you really shouldn't have these all the time. But you know what? Once in a while, and I have been pretty good, mostly. So yeah, I think I'll treat myself to a Snickers. But yeah, not today. That's going to sit on my desk until tomorrow. Or maybe Sunday. I might leave it till Sunday, actually. We'll see. Enjoy some yeah, some Snickers, exactly. Okay, let's do an age test. To be fair, this might be UK specific. But does anybody know or remember what Snickers were called before they were called Snickers? They had a different name before they were called Snickers. Does anybody know what they're called? But again, that might be UK specific, to be honest, to be fair. I don't know, they might have always had the same name in different countries. But a long time ago, back in the 80s, they had a different name, at least in the UK. Motherfucker. Well, I guess not too many people know then. Well, way back in the day, Snickers used to be called Marathon in the UK. Perhaps in other countries they had different names, but in the UK they were called Marathon. And I think it was around the early 90s or so is when they changed over to Snickers. But yeah, they might have always been called Snickers in other parts of the world. Yeah, I was looking at an old advert. Okay, you got it. Yeah, some of those old adverts are funny though. Okay, that's something to watch later. Yeah. There you go, Marathon. Oh, Everton Marathon chocolate bar.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were watching, I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the
these old adverts, man, boy, memories. It's funny because you look at these things and like back then when you watched it, it was like, that was amazing, that was like cool and whatever, but
they saying I'm the man, facts bro, lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain.
that advert is like 80s to the max.
I'm going mainstream, flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream.
It's the,
flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
What am I funny? That's a bit close now. What am I funny?
Mainstream.
By the way, the marathon name is, oh, is he? Okay.
Flow like water,
Alright,
so
cool.
I'm
So yeah,
going
you
mainstream.
guys might not know it anyway. Never mind. But yeah, back in the UK. Back in the day in the UK. Snickers were called Marathon. Wonder why they changed their name actually. Let's see if we can find out. Why did Marathon? Just spell it right though. Change to Snickers. Marathon was renamed Snickers in 1990, so yeah, I got that bit right. So yeah, 1990, after Mars decided to scrap the British brand and bring it into line with its global operation for a period. The rapper of the bar carried both names before Marathon was made the bar something of a cultural reference point. Okay, so yeah, it was always called Snickers in other parts of the world. So they were like, you know what? Yeah, let's just bring it. Let's just keep it simple. Snickers rhymed with knickers was apparently the reason why Marathon became the name. Okay, but then they just thought Square was gonna go with it anyway. How am I funny? Well, am I? What? I almost had him. They wanted to have uniform names in all markets for their flagship brands, according to what I read. Yeah, same what I'm reading here. Makes sense to have the same name all over the world. But I guess there's a few brands that have done that as well over the years, where they changed their name just to be in line with what they have in other parts of the world. But if the reason why they called it Marathon in the first place was because Snickers rhymed with knickers, I don't know. That seems like a not very good reason. You know. Raiders to Twix. All right, yeah. I think Twix was always Twix in the UK. Raiders might be a Belgian thing. Let's see. So I always remember it as Twix anyway. But let's see. Twix is random, blah, 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 blah. Twix was called Raid. Oh, it was actually called UK at the time. Twix was called Raider in Europe, but not in the United States. The product was the same as Twix in the United States. Tea chocolate and caramel bars and a golden package. Okay, so yeah, it was called Raider, I guess, in Europe. UK is a part of Europe, so there you go. Raiders. I can't eat Twix though. I mean, I do like Twix, but I can't eat Twix. It's way too sugary for me. Like anytime I eat Twix, or instantly my teeth just start hurting. It's so painful for me to eat Twix. I haven't eaten Twix for many years now. Many years. I just remember, like, I used to eat it a lot back in the day when I was probably my teenage years. I used to eat it quite a lot. I think just about every day I'd have a Twix, or at least every other day I'd have a Twix. I really liked it. Really liked Twix. It was so nice. But yeah, it's like one time it just started making my teeth hurt, and I was like, you know, every time I bit it was like, you know, I felt like crying. You know what I mean? It's just like, why? Why does this food hate me? It's not fair. So yeah, I haven't had Twix for many years now. Many years. I used to eat Twix, I don't eat as much as I used to. Well, to be fair, yeah, it's not healthy food, so, I mean, it's probably a good thing that I had to stop eating it. But hey, if I do ever try Twix, I might try like a little bit. You know, just a little bit, just to not go too. Even this, actually, I might have to be careful eating this one. So that's quite high sugar as well. I don't mean no disrespect. Now we got a bit when he says, now the man's working for Paulie. Any problems? He can go to Paulie. We're coming to that bit now. Sugar rush indeed, man. I do like sugar. I do. I wouldn't say I'm a sweet tooth though. I mean, I guess I can be, but I wouldn't say typically I'm a sweet tooth. Like even before I started eating healthy, I probably didn't eat tons and tons of sugar. Well, certainly, I mean, I did, but not. I mean, I did eat a lot of sugar, but maybe not like ridiculous amounts. You know, so I'd eat donuts a lot, but maybe I might have donuts like once or twice a week or something like that. You know what I mean? So things along those lines. So it's still quite a lot, but not like I'm doing it every single day or breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, even still, I had to cut down. Why don't you make a video of you eating cheesecakes? I do actually have a video of me eating cheesecakes. I eat Nutella, but so Nutella is nice, man. It's so nice. I could eat Nutella all day. I mean, I won't, but you gotta be careful of that because you put that down, it's like you just can't have just one. But yeah, I do have a video of me eating a cheesecake. It is on the comedy channel because it is part of the AMA series, you know, the Ask Me Anything series of videos. So the last one was me eating a cheesecake. It was Ask Me Anything while I eat cheesecake. So yeah, there is a video of me eating cheesecake. If you watch that video, you'll see me eat a cheesecake. In fact, I think you were there actually. Weren't you there, FG? If I was a gamer on the last Ask Me Anything. I think you were there. I might do a mukbang video though. I do have the intention of doing a mukbang video, like a proper mukbang video, where I'm just like eating a whole load of food or whatever. I don't know when. I've seen you eat cheesecake, yeah. I do like a good cheesecake. Do eat. Yeah. Get some food, it's like... You like one of those, you ever see those like food challenge channels like Matt Stoney or Beard Meets Food, where they just have like proper massive foods that they eat. And Matt Stoney especially, dude eats like ridiculous amounts of food in like the shortest times. Like he would eat like, I don't even know how much, like a whole table of food in like 30 minutes or something like that. It's like, dude. Seeing them can't eat that much, yeah, for real, man. That might be a bit much for me. I mean, I could eat a lot. I'll say that I could probably eat more than the average person, right? On a given day, I could probably eat more food than the average person. But yeah, no way near the level these guys are eating. It is ridiculous. But I was watching, so I was reading about. No, what was I doing? No, I was watching a video about professional eaters and the reason why they could eat so much. It's kind of like anything else. They train for that. So when you eat, your stomach expands. So because they eat so much, their stomach expands. And people like Matt Stoney and Bed Meets Food as well, they're not just eating a lot, but they'll exercise a lot as well. That's why they're so thin, or relatively thin, that thinner that you might expect, and not like gigantic big people, because they exercise a lot to burn off all those calories. But because they are still eating a lot, their stomach expands. So although they look small, especially Matt Stoney, although you might look small, dude could eat. Dude can eat. I'm pretty sure you can eat more than me. I can eat a bit. I can eat a fair bit. Like, I've been known to eat quite a bit, actually. Look at this, that drops her off, just not even. I mean, the most I've eaten in one sitting. I don't know, actually. I mean, there's two occasions I'm thinking of. You got some nerve standing me up. Frankie Val, you're something, huh? Well, the accents. But yeah, there's two occasions that I'm thinking of. One where I was at an all-you-could-eat buffet, where you pay £20 and you can eat as much as you want. And I easily ate way more than £20 worth of food on that day. Can't remember how much I ate, but I remember eating and just going back to like, I definitely got my money's worth on that day. More than my money's worth. Then another occasion, a bit more recently, where I had a burger. I had a burger, chips, milkshake, and some other drinks as well. The burger was like this big. It had like beef and beef, lots of beef, pretty much. But yeah, actually, probably not that big. It was maybe about this big, about there. That might be a bit of exaggeration. It's pretty big though. It's probably about there. Probably about there. So I had that with the chips, the milkshake. It is, yeah, pretty big burger. I struggled with it though, like towards the end. I remember struggling towards the end, but I did finish it. Had a gherkin on top as well. Yes, that one. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Big burgers. Yeah, I remember that. Nice. But I remember I ate that, and then I felt like I didn't need to eat again. I felt like I didn't need to eat again for another month. I was so full. I don't know how many calories that burger was, but all of them maybe. It was a cheat day, but yes, that's right, yeah. Epic cheat day. In fact, that day actually, so yeah, I had the burger, I had the chips, I had a milkshake and some other drinks as well. But that day as well, I also had, what did I have? I think I had some cheesecake. Had some chocolate cookies, apple pie, Pringles. Yeah, I ate a lot that day. Yeah, I ate a lot. That's definitely not an everyday thing. That is definitely not an everyday thing, but I ate a lot that day. God willing, I'll be doing it again, but nah, not anytime soon. I think, I mean, I do still have the cheat days and stuff like that, but I don't do them that big. You know, that something that big is really just, they need to be months apart. You can't, I don't even want to do that every month. That's just, no, not even every month. Any kind of cheat day that big, I think needs to be proper months apart. Maybe just on special occasions even then. Had a good apple pie in a long time. Might have to make one at some point. I had some apple crumble last week, and to be honest, I probably ate a bit too much. It was nice, but I mean, you know, sometimes when you eat too much of something, you start to get a bit ill after a while. It looks like an epic cheat meal. Oh, indeed it was. It was. It's like, man, this must be pregnant when you feel like had a food baby. So how about yourself, Dan, or anybody else in the chat? Do you ever do like big cheat days or anything like that? I mean, and I'm not necessarily with meat, I know that, but it's just in terms of like eating foods that you wouldn't normally eat. Do you ever do like a big sort of day like that? The main problem when I'm full has always been that I fall asleep. Yes. When food makes you tired. Yeah, that's when you know you ate well. I remember falling asleep watching Collateral Damage. Collateral Damage. That was oh no, that's the Schwarzenegger movie. Collateral is the Tom Cruise movie. On the big screen even. What happens in Collateral Damage, but I remember enjoying it. I remember thinking it was a decent film. I don't remember what happens though. But I do like Collateral with Tom Cruise. That was a good movie. Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx and Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett. What happens in Collateral Damage though? Like. Okay, well, I guess you won't know then. First at the beginning, woke up at the credits. Okay, fair enough. I guess you don't know either. I watched the movie and I just can't remember what happens. You fell asleep with the movie, so at least you got a reason for not know what happens. You introduced me to everybody. But he stood her up though, and the fact that he was like so absent on their first dates, like why would she even think of giving him another chance? Like she should have been like, man, I'm done with that. That was before I became a vegetarian. Okay. 3 vegetarian days. Do you ever consider or ever think about going full vegan, Dan? have thought about it, any reason why you don't go full vegan, if you don't mind, that is. I mean, hopefully it's not too personal question, but if you don't mind. Of course, it would mean you have to give up cheesecake. So yeah, that's actually one good. I think that might be all the reason you need actually. If you go vegan, you can't have cheesecake. So it's like, yeah, maybe not. You're thinking about it? Okay, you have been thinking about it. Okay. That's one of the main reasons. Yeah, I understand. I get that. I get that. Cheesecake is good. You could be like a vegan except for cheesecake. I'm a vegan except for cheesecake. I eat cheesecake. Apart from that, I'm vegan. I'm a vegan except for cheesecake, cheese, milk, meat, chicken. Well, just meat. Apart from that, I'm vegan. Oh, and eggs. Yeah. Can't have eggs and be vegan, yeah. Sauce as well. Yeah, I'm only vegan in between meals. Or when I'm asleep. As vegetarian though, okay. And what makes you say that, pray tell? Watch me out of the car. Look at this guy. People who act tough when they're around their boys or whatever, or when they think nothing's going to happen to them, or because they think you're weak or stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Henry Hill definitely way overreacted in this scene, but man, the types of people who just act tough because they think nothing's going to happen to them, that's this guy. They're bullies, basically, is what it comes down to. People like that are just bullies. Because I still make hot dogs and burgers and other meals for my nephew. I don't think that makes you a bad vegetarian. I mean, but ultimately it's a... Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's more to it than... Because I mean, I think of it as you know, a dietary choice. Like being a vegetarian is a dietary choice, right? And that's something that people make for themselves. So if you choose to be a vegetarian, that doesn't mean that you're not going to make meat for somebody who isn't a vegetarian. I mean, unless there's like other reasons that I don't know. I mean, for example, I know you're not a religious person too much, but for people who are religious, I know there be sort of issues there with preparing certain things that they don't have because of the religion for other people. So there's that sort of thing. But I think, as far as I understand, being a vegetarian goes, that's not the case. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad vegetarian. I see it. I think that lady that showed on screen is Martin Scorsese's mum. It might not be her, but I did read that Martin Scorsese's mum is in this movie, has a cameo or, you know, sort of as an extra in this movie, and I think that was her. The way I see it is that I don't want to push my diet choice into him. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing, isn't it? You know? It's like if he decides one day to be a vegetarian, then cool, but if not, then hey. But I guess if you know, being a vegetarian, you probably don't keep a whole lot of meat in your house just in general anyway, I imagine. I imagine just on any given day, you probably don't have a whole lot of meat kept in your house. So, yeah. So if he's coming over, then it's, you know, unless you're going out to, unless you're willing to go out and buy him like a burger or something, or you know, specifically get something for him, then it's like, yeah, you're just gonna have to, eat out what I got. Let's go grocery shopping for him. Right, yeah. Grocery shopping. Oh man. I didn't get a gig that I went for, man. Just got an email come through and said I didn't get it. Oh well. No bother, no bother. It's a shame, but no bother. It's all good, it's alright. Means I gotta do something else on tomorrow. It happens indeed, man, indeed. That's the thing about this, these extras work, is that it's cool doing it, but it's so sporadic. It's like you might get the gig, you might not. It's so irregular, you know. It'd be cool if it was like sort of regular work where you know what you're doing each week, and that'd be awesome. Then I could just do that and not have to worry about doing too much else. But oh well, it is what it is. I'll be better gig. Exactly. There's always something else you can do.
First time I realized how different was when Mickey had a hostess party.
Everybody's called Marie or Maria. Man, hairstyles, man. Big hairstyles. Like, oh my god. It's like everybody's a Janice in this. All the women are Janice. You know, Janice from Friends. Every single woman in this movie is Janice. Oh my god. Gossiping, man, boy. Yo, the Flawless, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? The Flawless, appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the movie night. Watching Goodfellas right now. How you doing? Oh, Miss Brown. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember. I know Miss Brown. Yeah. The flawless Miss Brown. All right. So a different account, or you changed the name? Miss Brown is the flawless. This rock, flawless. My diamond, flawless. Change your name because it was cringy. Oh no, Miss Brown. Oh, I don't think that's too. I don't know. Everyone else think Miss Brown sounds cringy? I don't think it sounds cringy, but hey. Anyway, if you think it sounds cringy, then I guess that's the main thing. That's the important thing. Doesn't matter what I think. That's what you think. And if you thought it sounded cringy, you wanted to change, then hey, that's so good. Watching Goodfellas. Goodfellas from 90. What's this film made? Was it 1991? 1990? Right about then. Gangster movie. Gangster movie from the early 90s. Have you seen Goodfellas? The Flawless? The YouTuber formerly known as Ms. Brown. Cringy in my humble opinion. Indeed, I don't think so, but hey, you know. If you like it, that's what's important. The Flawless. I've changed my YouTube name a few times, so I guess, yeah. I haven't changed it for a long time now, but I have back in the day changed it a bunch of times, so yeah. Nope, I'm one of those people who love Kevin Hart in the movie. I mean, I like Kevin Hart too, but we might be talking about different movies. Kevin Hart's not in Goodfellas, like, at all. Oh wait, did you mean you love Kevin Hart in your movies? Right, I think that's what you meant actually. Right, I think that's what, okay. I like Kevin Hart though. He's funny. He got a new movie coming out called Night School with Tiffany Haddish. I think it might be out already or out soon. I guess you're looking forward to that then, The Flawless. This rock, flawless. My diamonds, flawless. Flawless victory. Fatality. Liu Kang wins. Flawless victory. Always kept the same screen name, then again I got tired of answering the same questions, so my screen name answers both questions, and again I still get those questions. Yeah, I guess some people just don't read, or at the very least don't understand what they're reading. I woke up like this, but well, of course, flawless. That's. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. So, would I be right in saying, The Flawless, that you like Beyonce Knowles? You like the music of one Beyonce Knowles? You seem to be getting some of these references. Flawless victory. Beyonce vibe, nice. I do like a little Beyonce. She good, man. She good. She's got some good songs out. Fatality. Oh, this is a part in there. Means like you're busting my balls. You're busting my chops. That's what's coming up now. Call it Billy Bathgate or something like that. Just come out of jail. What's your favorite Beyonce song, The Flawless? Epic. I finished the anime. Nice. Which anime was you watching? Hey, watch the suit. Oh, it's getting serious now. Angels of Death. Okay, I don't believe we've even heard of that one. Is that on Crunchyroll? Salutami. I don't show shoes no anymore. Sigh. Now go home and get your fucking shoes. Yeah, but it was pretty good. Cool. But the problem is that he's a made man. As much of an arsehole he is, he's a made man. And when you're a made man, you got certain protections. Made asshole. Indeed. But Tommy's ruthless though. As Billy Bats is about to find out. Yo, thick boy Kermit. Hey, how you doing, thick boy? Been a while. Been a minute. What you been up to? Got a new PC? Nice. We taking SRs or oh yeah, you can make a song request. We still got that going. We still got that going. Maybe this is Martin Scorsese's mum. I'm not sure, but actually, Dan, you might know this, but apparently Martin Scorsese's real life mother appears in this movie. Do you know who she plays or which scene she's in? Or does anybody know? I'll ask Dan because Dan's the movie guy. But if anybody else knows which one of these, which scene, which part of the movie Martin Scorsese's real mother is in, then yeah. Let the chat know, please. Free 20 coins, nice. Tommy's mother. Okay, so is this scene then where they're eating at the table? Right. Okay, that's Martin Scorsese's mom. Right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Can we get with what can we get with coins? Well, you can make song requests. That's the main thing. But you can also play mini games as well. So if you look right down at the bottom of the description, you'll see some details about mini games. There's a heist, there's a free for all, there's boss. What else is there? Challenge. Scorsese is a name. Nice. Caffeine. Yeah, I knew Dan would know. Dan knows everything. Well, Dan knows everything about movies. Well, probably and everything else. Why not? Asterisk. But yeah, if you look down at the bottom, there's some details on what commands you can use. But yeah, be careful with the mini games though, because as much as you can win coins with mini games, you can also lose coins as well. So yeah. That's hard work. Indeed, they do. You know what? The thing is, it's yeah. It's I don't know about these. There's always something. It's like. Yeah, there's always something with these song requests. Like it's either too loud or it's too quiet. And different songs are recorded at different levels. Oh, pray. She's also in Casino, The Part 3, Wise Guy, Taxi Driver, Cape Fear. Okay, so these are quite a few Scorsese films then. Okay, Mama representing. Mama Scorsese representing. She's probably been in more Scorsese movies than De Niro. Actually, maybe not, maybe not. More Scorsese movies than DiCaprio at least, I think. Maybe that's a big question. Who's been in more movies? Mama Scorsese or De Niro? Head to head. Yeah. Play some GTA laters. Alright, appreciate you coming through, Bastion. Big up for that. GTA, is that still the role playing that you're doing with that? I guess you gotta check in before they. I mean, how long it took you to get in the first place, you're probably gonna keep doing it. That was unnecessary, but still. I haven't played GTA in a while since I played Fortnite. Fortnite's taken over, man. Did you hear the news about Fortnite, Dan, by the way? So Fortnite is finally now fully cross-platform, or going to be fully cross-play with PlayStation 4. So soon you'll be able to play Fortnite with anybody on any platform, whether it's whether they're on console, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, mobile, PC. It's all about to be also about to happen. Fully cross-platform. I put it on PC and PlayStation 4. Yeah, you're both going to be able to merge your accounts as well. So if you bought anything through the PC or PlayStation, then you'll be able to use it on either. So your accounts will be merged. It won't. Yeah, you keep the progress right. Exactly. So that's a cool thing. That's a pretty cool thing. That's how it should be, really. I think all games, all multiplayer games, well, all multi-platform multiplayer games should have cross-play. And I understand why they don't always do it, especially when it comes to first-person shooters. Between that and PC, it's generally accepted that PC players have the advantage when it comes to first-person shooters. But even still, I feel like you should at least have a choice where you could decide whether you want to play with people on a PC or play with people on a console only, or play against people. You know what I mean? You should have a choice, I think. For some reason, all the progress I made so far on PC transfers to PlayStation and vice. Transfers anyway. Okay. GTA should do the same with Pro. Yeah, they should. And it's not even a hard thing to do, from what I understand. It's the whole cross-platform. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's just whether they let them do it or not. So yeah. It counts a piece PlayStation as well. So I assume that's why. Possibly. Henry Hill trying to do the dirty. Possibly. Or maybe Epic were allowing it before it was actually officially allowed. Maybe that's what's happening. They were actually allowing it to happen before they officially allowed it to happen. It was like, screw you, PlayStation. Oh, this kid. Oh, man. I remember this kid. Oh, man. I remember this kid. He gets done dirty. Tommy does him dirty, man. I have a different character on GTA PS4 inspired by John Wick. I named it John Wick for the lols. The French version. French version is John Wick. Right, this Tommy is nuts, man. Actually, I just realized, yeah, of course, French is spoken quite widely in Belgium, so yeah, that kind of makes sense. Totally nuts. But is he as nuts as Snickers? I should get Snickers to sponsor me, really. The amount of times I've shown this bar during this live stream, Snickers should be giving me some money, I think. Let Snickers give me some, let it be known that Snickers should give me some money. I'm not even a greedy person, you know. Maybe like a couple of million, I think, is fair, right? A couple of million. Snickers, get some nuts. See? I show a Snickers bar and already people will be like, yeah, Snickers, get some nuts. That's marketing right there. Snickers should be sponsoring me. Well, that kind of sounds wrong though. Snickers, get my bro some of sweet monies. Exactly. Snickers, get some nuts. Well, I mean, I don't know. Could be worse. Snickers, give me some money. Or at the very least, maybe like, oh, this is where it all goes wrong for this kid though. At least maybe like, you know, get me a meeting with Mr. T or something. I think I can do that. Tommy does him dirty, man. You know, considering that, I mean, Tommy, like in this movie, De Niro's supposed to have known these like Tommy and Henry from when they were kids, and this has got to be so they're grown-ups at this point. So they're like what, maybe 10 or more years later. So I know there's only so much you could do with actors, but then the character's gonna be pretty old. Open the door. Answer me. Janice. She's gone crazy. Mariner Gangster does that, man. This chick going crazy. I think my mom's going crazy. Oh, excuse me. Let me just test something real quick. Let me know if you could hear anything right now. I mean, apart from my voice. Let me know if you could hear any background audio. You shouldn't be able to, or if you can, be very, very faint. Okay. There. Maybe I finally got a setting. That means I don't have to keep changing it. Very faint. Cool, cool. No, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us. Love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
Alright, alright, alright.
we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways. And
Okay. Maybe I finally got it. Maybe I finally got it. I don't have to keep fiddling around with this damn thing.
finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No,
Excuse me.
echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't
There's no
want
other
this to
way.
be.
We're not animals here.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
Tampa, Florida, 2 days later.
through the wastelands, through the highways.
Good. That's it's a good movie and all, but yeah, got about a little over an hour to go on this movie. I don't know what we're going to be watching next month, but yeah, I'm probably going to go back to something a bit shorter, to be honest. Yeah, there's a reason why I tend to avoid the longer movies. Not that they're not, it's not that they're not good movies, but they are quite long. Yep, indeed. That's the thing when it comes to the movie nights. Like, in my opinion, and you know, you guys let me know what you think of this as well. But in my opinion, it's not so much about watching a good movie. I mean, there's loads of good movies out there, of course, but it's not so much about watching a good movie. I think it's just what's more important is that we're watching something that doesn't necessarily require a whole lot of attention, and it's just kind of a fun thing to watch because, yeah, it's about the company, you know. Whereas a film like Goodfellas, as good as it is, because you guys seen it before, it's not so bad because, you know, we can talk through the movie. You're not worried about missing bits and stuff because you've seen it before anyway. You know what happens. But like, if you're watching a film like this for the first time in this kind of setting, it's not, yeah, it's pretty much just ruining the film. So I feel like the films that work best are films that, yeah, ideally you have seen before, but if not, just films that at the very least don't necessarily require a whole lot of attention. Films that are a bit cheesy, maybe, you know, fun films, not necessarily great cinematic masterpieces, but, you know, just something that's fun that you could just chill out, and yeah, ideally not too long either. So being able to relax, talk and have fun. Absolutely, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. 100%. But yeah, this was a suggestion by Thoughtspots. And a few other people were like, yeah, let's do this. So, cool, we'll try it. Yeah, I think maybe going forward, probably stick to films that are maybe less than an hour and a half, or maybe say 2 hours at the max. Then longer films, you have to be like, you know what? Might be a great movie, might be the best movie in the world, but you know what? But I do like this film though. Still got a lot to go though. Damn, man, a lot happens in this film. Because we still haven't even got to the Lufthansa heist yet. You know, we still haven't got to that bit. We still haven't got to the Lufthansa heist. We haven't got to where he's getting chased down by the FBI. You know. But there's still a lot to happen. There's still a lot to go. Still a lot to go. This one's list of films that are liked and everyone has seen, so we can talk over it, no problem. Indeed, I agree with that. 100%. Films that you likely have already seen, or at the very least, if you haven't already seen it, at least a film that where you don't necessarily feel like you're just missing too much of what's going on. You know, not that I can show the movie or anything, but what I'm thinking of is that let's say you get the movie on Netflix or something, and you're watching it for the first time whilst we're doing this whole movie night thing, you know, and I'm talking through it and all that kind of stuff, and you're trying to keep up with the chat and watch the movie. Yeah, you're gonna miss a lot. So I feel like if you haven't seen it before, then if the film isn't necessarily that involved, it doesn't really matter so much if you miss bits here and there. But yeah, ideally, something that you've seen before, I think, is the most ideal. That's one of the reasons why I try to go with older films, because I think you're more likely to have seen it. Whereas if you go with something that came out last week, then it's kind of like, yeah. I just leave everyone, or wait, or at least everyone knows and has seen, so nobody mind. Oh right, no, I read it. Yeah, so yeah. 100% agree. We ain't got too long to go now. Just over an hour, just a little over an hour. Be right back. Alright, no problemo. No problemo. Appreciate you guys sticking throughout. To all the talkers and the stalkers, the likers and the strikers. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you and all that you do. Boom, boom. 4 years later, Henry Hill is out of jail. Oh, man, excuse me. Apparently there's been 50 million Facebook accounts that have been attacked, been compromised. Someone just posted this, so if you've got a Facebook account, you might want to change your password or something. Welcome back, Danny. Oh boy, indeed. Two-step verification, maybe that helps. That helps a lot, actually.
Took me about a week of sneaking around before I could unload the Pittsburgh stuff, but when I did...
Though that being said, even two-step verification has ways around it. As what happened to Boogie 298 a while back.
I made $12,000 in my second week. I had a down payment on my house and things were really rolling. All I had to do was every once in a while tell Sandy that I loved her.
In the end, you're never completely safe. Which is just, you know, that's life.
I knew Paul would never find out. Within a couple of weeks it got to be so big, I needed some help. So I got Jimmy and Tommy to come in with me.
But you know, doesn't mean you don't take certain precautions. This issue got solved. Yeah. Apparently, what happened, according to Boogie, that is that the person apparently called. You know, they found out who his phone provider was, and they calls the phone provider saying, you know, his name and if you can get the number or whatever. And they just gave it to him. They didn't check for, didn't do any security checks or anything. They just gave him back the details, and from there he was able to clone the number so that when he did a two-step thing, you know, he could receive like the text message and that sort of stuff. So man, that's crazy. Like, how you gonna phone up a company and they don't do the most basic of security checks? Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of the world that.
And these are the guys that Jimmy put together for what turned out to be the biggest heist in American history. The Lufthansa heist.
Here we go. The Lufthansa heist is starting. Oh, man. Oh, man, excuse me. Samuel Jackson, man. I guess it's been one of Samuel Jackson's early roles, actually, because I think he only really started acting in sort of the mid to late 80s. I mean, he's done loads of movies since then, but I believe he started acting quite late, or later, you know, than say your average actor might who might start when they're, you know, in their teenage years or, you know, early 20s or something. I think he started quite a bit later. And can you imagine that happened to a smaller YouTuber? Good luck trying to solve that. Indeed, man, indeed. Certainly when it comes to raising attention about it, you know, like raising awareness about it for like a small YouTuber with a small following, it's like, man, you know, you might have a few people who listen to you, but then so many that don't, and it's just like, and that's kind of one of the sucky things of life sometimes, where it's like the people who need something the most tend to get it the least. I'm trying to get YouTube's attention when I got locked out of my account. That took a lot of effort. Yeah, YouTube getting their attention can be, that's a bit weird. So, okay, let's be fair. Sometimes I feel like they seem to, like, if you tweet at them, then they will respond fairly quickly, like it seems, right? Or, you know, in a reasonable time frame. And other times, like, you see like people tweeting at them, and it just seems like, I don't know if they're ignoring them or if they just, you know what I mean? It's weird. Yo, what up, Jamaica girl? How you doing? I just want to say hello at work. Have a great day. Yo, appreciate coming through, JG123. Big up for that. Whether you can stay for a little bit or a lot of bits, it's all appreciated. But yeah, gotta get that paper, yo. Appreciate you coming through to say hi. Hey, hey, hey. Have a good day at work. Get that money. Get that money. Get that money, yo. Okay, so actually I'm wrong. Samuel L. Jackson has been acting since the 70s. 1973 was his first acting credit. but it looks like back then his movies were sort of quite spaced apart. Up until maybe about the late 80s, and it starts to become a bit more frequent. Well, they respond a few times, then they drop it, which makes a person to go to Google help forums and try there, which may end up relaying the issue to you if enough people are affected by it. Yeah, they need to sort it out quick though. That's the thing about these services. Sometimes it's like they keep directing you to these online forums, these online help web things or whatever. And the problem is that sometimes like the issue you have is quite unique, and you know there isn't an FAQ already for it. There isn't some forum already for it. You actually need to speak to an actual human being about the issue. You know, and don't get me wrong, I get it. I get that when you have so many people calling you, you need to have as much automated responses as you can, because a lot of times they are going to be calling with the same problem. I get that. But for people who are calling with unique issues and that do need to speak to an actual human being about a problem they're having and they can't get through, it's so bad, man, because you just feel like, you really feel like, you know, what am I supposed to do here? Because these forums aren't helping. I need somebody to respond. I need to speak to somebody. At the very least, have some kind of human communication. If not on the phone, at the very least, I need somebody I could communicate with through whether email or I don't know, can I get something to text a service or something. You know what I mean? It's Jimmy. Yeah, man. Nah, they just robbed the train, or was that whatever it was. Some of them don't seem to understand that. Yeah, you need to keep it on the low. Can't be bragging about that stuff, man. And he's one of them. Just went out and bought the most expensive tree they had. Drawing too much attention to yourself. Not today. Not today. Oh man, excuse me. Oh, they do Samuel Jackson dirty in this scene. They do them all dirty as well, actually, in this movie. They do them all dirty, man. Probably shouldn't leave fingerprints, though. But then, I don't know. Maybe not too many people check in. get a cup of coffee. I mean, make that coffee to go. I wonder how much that was inspired by the cannoli scene in Godfather. Leave the cannoli. He's getting his final drink and smoke. Well, he got smoked. Oh yeah, this bit. Tommy's gonna get made. Or maybe Tommy got made, you know what I'm saying? This guy, man, he's gonna get himself in trouble. He gonna get himself in trouble, y'all. I mean, I know you want your money, man, but you gotta keep it calm. You got to keep it calm. Can't be going all riff-raff, all row like that. Like, man, what are you doing, dude? What you doing? Alright. Now it's time for me to be right back. I'm not gonna pause the film though, because I feel like for movie nights we should should probably do things a little bit different. But I'm just gonna mute the microphone and go sort myself out. I'll leave it as that. But yeah. Mute the mic.
I could see for the first time that Jimmy was a nervous wreck. His mind was going in 8 different directions at once.
Maury tells his wife everything.
Yeah, so yeah, mute the mic and off with the cam. Be right back.
That's how fast it takes for a guy to get whacked.
That's most things she is a travesty is a tragedy, and you say to me, I say you are looking in the wrong places. There are spaces on Earth that humans never go to. Perhaps you were told not to, or perhaps you were going to, but could not see what was in front of you. Decided it was not worth another step, but don't you dare call my unicorn.
I was just stalling for time. I knew I still had till 8 or 9 o'clock to talk Jimmy out of killing Maury. But meanwhile, as far as Jimmy knew, I was going along with the program.
My unicorn has wings like Pegasus, can fly long distances, high above tall buildings, and summer wind fights for it. My unicorn slays demons, destroys people, creatures, and when she goes to war, the devil has his suitors and in case you are wondering, her horn is made from the gold we find at the end of the rainbow. Her voice is like the sound of a hero where no homo sapiens can ever brand their mark upon her chest. So don't you dare put my unicorn.
Never knew how close you'd come to getting killed, even by bullets.
Yo, 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 yo. What up, peeps? When you gotta go. Indeed, indeed. When you gotta shoot. Don't talk. This is the part when we find out that, well, Jimmy had other plans, shall we say. Jimmy had other plans about how the money to it was going to be distributed. Right. Imagine doing your rounds as a garbage truck driver, and then you see that like it's being tipped out as you're like just going through. You just see that that's gotta, boy. That's gotta scar you for life, man. Imagine like you just going out doing your job, you know, and then you tip out some rubbish and you see like dead bodies just like falling out the back of your garbage truck. It's like, man, that make you not want to come back. I mean, the job is, of course, it's not like a glamorous show or whatever, but you know, you do it, right? Something like that would make you not want to go back to work. Well, maybe not want to go. I'll be like, you know what? I'm not sure I can do this anymore. Or something like this. Imagine like you just driving your truck full of meat, you know, your cattle, and you just open up the back of your truck and you see a man just hanging, just frozen to death in the with all the boy. You see something like that, man, that's gonna mess you up for life. As long as the pay's good as a garbage man, then I still do the job. You know, for they earn a decent wage, actually. I mean, well, I mean, in the UK they don't. I don't know what it be in other countries, of course, but in the UK, I believe if a refuse truck driver earns somewhere around 25,000, I think, right about there, £25,000, which, you know, it's not the most money ever, but it's a pretty decent wage. I mean, certainly it's enough to, you know, get, say, a decent rent, maybe even get a mortgage on a house, you know. So it's not, you're not super rich, sure, but you're definitely not just you're more than just scraping by on 25k, you know. Well, unless you're quite lavish with your money, then you might struggle. But as long as you're, you know, reasonably sensible with your cash, then yeah, you can do pretty well with 25k. Yeah, that's better paid than I was. Yeah, it's not too bad, you know. A lot of so-called good jobs don't even pay that much, so. Yeah, retail, oh, indeed.
It's like a license to steal. It's a license to do anything.
But yeah, I'd have no problem with being a garbage truck driver. I mean, I'd have to learn how to drive the trucks. I don't have a license for that, but I'd have no problem with doing that. That wouldn't bother me at all. I've done all kinds of jobs. I've done glamorous jobs. Well, not glamorous, but, you know, like the fancy sort of office jobs. I've done those. I've also done like the more dirtier jobs, like being a cleaner and stuff like that. You know, I've worked at a school, like cleaning up after like school kids. I've done that. You know, I've had low-paying jobs, high-paying jobs. And that's how you know. That's how he knows. I had to learn how to drive. Yeah, it's a good skill to have. Yo, what up, JT? Good evening, fellas. Yeah. JT's in the house. What? He's gone, and that's that. District cleaner on the short contract. But what I'll say is that a lot of these jobs where, you know, like sort of cleaning jobs or, you know, stuff like that, in my opinion, granted, they're even though they don't pay a whole lot usually, they're some of the better jobs to have, in my opinion. I mean, depending on your situation, of course, and what you want out of life and that sort of thing. But honest, I do feel like there's some of the better jobs to have. Like, if you're the type of person who is just looking for a job to pay the bills whilst you're doing other things, then yeah, they're pretty good jobs to have, because, you know, they're for the most part pretty chill. They're not, you know, stressful. You just, as long as you do what you're supposed to be doing, it's all good. You know, as long as you don't have any arseholes around you, then, you know, it's not too bad. If you do have arseholes around you, then, well, that just makes everything awful. And really low paying jobs, the clean jobs pay very well, and they're nice to do. Clean job? What do you mean? As in the job itself is clean, or do you mean as in being a cleaner? $19.80. I had assholes around me, but I dealt with them and continued cleaning afterwards. I guess there's different types of arseholes when it comes to jobs. There's a type that you can, you know, deal with, and it just kind of resolves pretty easy enough. Sucks that it happens, but, you know, whatever, it's done, it's over. But then you get the stubborn arseholes who just, like, no matter what, it just goes on and on and on and on. And it's even worse when you have a boss that doesn't want to do anything about it. When it's like, look, you're talking to your boss and it's like, look, this is what's going on, this is what's happening. And they just don't want to do anything about it. They just try and pretend like nothing's happening, or pretend like it's not a big deal, or pretend that they don't see anything. Like, you know that meme that goes around where it's like, everything is fine, everything is fine. Have you seen that meme where there's got a little dog in the house that's burning, and it's like, everything is fine, everything is fine. I swear some bosses are like that, when it's like, look, there's a problem here, and you're doing literally nothing about the issue, which just ends up making the whole issue even worse than it needs to be. But they're just like, oh, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Just deal with it, man, deal with it. A boss that can't deal with the problems ain't no boss. Should not have that job. True, I know, I had to deal with both. Exactly, indeed, man. Indeed. Agreed, yes, sir. But yeah, certain jobs though, I do feel like there are certain jobs where if you're gonna do them, that you can't be just about the money. And I think any kind of leadership role, you can't be there just for the money. You know what I mean? Like a regular job, you do it just for the money because, you know, you got bills to pay, you're trying to do this, whatever. That's cool. That's fine for a regular job. But if you're like a boss or any kind of leader, management, then I think that you can't be there just for the money, because the most important thing about those types of jobs is that you are in charge of people, right? You are in charge of people. So your priority needs to be that you have to make sure that the people you're responsible for are okay, and that, you know, they have what they need to do their job, and they're not, you know, unnecessarily stressed out, or they're not facing problems that don't need to be there, or if there are problems arising that they're being dealt with. Because if you're not doing that, then that just makes everything so much worse than it needs to be, right? And if your attitude as a manager is, oh well, I'm just collecting my paycheck, then it's like, no, you can't do that. As a manager, no, you can't do it. It just makes the whole situation terrible. You know, so if you're going to do a job like that, you can't be just about the money. I mean, don't get me wrong, of course you should get paid, and I ain't saying that. But to be, if your sole purpose for being any kind of manager job is because it pays you more, then yeah, that's the wrong reason. You're just going to make the situation worse. You're going to make the people around you miserable. And when that happens, your job's going to be even worse than it needs to be as well, because if you've got miserable staff, then that's not going to make your job any easier. Or any, it's just going to make that a whole lot worse than it needs to be. So yeah, you need to be able to deal with it. Responsibility is the magic word, absolutely, absolutely. When people can't take responsibility for things, and it's just like, dude, you're supposed to be in charge. But hey, whatever, man. That's one of the reasons why, as an individual, you gotta know when to walk away. You gotta know when to say, you know what? I've had all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. And if you got that reference, put it in the comments. As I've all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. Leave by example is what I say, absolutely. Well, good examples, that is. Lead by good examples. No, not bad examples. Yeah, doesn't go so well then. Yeah, I had to do that as well. Popeye, there you go. JT got it. Skibidi-doo. Actually, didn't I hear somewhere that they're making a new Popeye movie? Or did I just imagine I heard that? Well, you know what? I mean, it's so good. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. Just gotta say, you know what? It's time. This place ain't for me. Alright, that's a decent Popeye, Haze. Wow. Man's gotta be good at something. Yeah, there is. There's a new Popeye film coming in 2019. It's an animated film. Doesn't look like there's any names attached to it at the moment, though. But yeah, 2019, an animated Popeye movie is in the works. So that's an animated series in the games. Yeah, there was a Popeye movie back in, was it 1980 something, with Robin Williams. If you've not seen that film, it's a really good film, really funny. I've only seen it once years ago, so I don't remember a lot about it, but I remember it being really funny and really enjoyable. But yeah, 1980, Robin Williams, Popeye. Shelley Duvall as Olive Oil. If they did it puppet style and animated it by hand, it would be neat to see. Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it that style. At least not according to this image. There's not much here, like I say, but the image they have on the the image they have on IMDb, so I guess they're not going for a hand-drawn style. That looks more CGI style. I don't know, there was Popeye Games. I think you gotta eat spinach and like punch somebody or something. I think that's a Popeye game. okay, but yeah, okay, so it's been, I think the Cuphead animated style will look pretty cool. Especially, I think Popeye originally started in the like 1930s, and I think the original Popeyes will go back to about that sort of time anyway. I think I may be completely wrong on that, by the way. It was on the NES, okay. Actually, maybe not quite 1930s. I think it was actually goes to the 60s. First Popeye was in the 60s. Oh, what, you got a thing there? Okay, let me click on that. Oh, that's a video game. Okay, cool. That looks okay. I might have I like that. I like those single screen games sometimes. Actually, no, it does go back to the 30s. Okay, it was a comic strip, 1929, so more specifically. So yeah, it does actually go back that far. It was originally a comic strip in 1929. She had a gun in her knickers, like. Sorry, that's probably not a good idea. I mean, in case you trip or something, I'm just saying. It's funny clicking on the screen shot says it's like 300 pixels. Boom, there's resolution, but it's so small on my TV. Technology, man. Technology, yeah. Have fun with it, and again, I'm easily entertained. Maybe the new Popeye game is in order. Maybe that's what we really need. Forget the movie, let's have a new Popeye game. They got the bastard now. There are a few too many videos and stories of cops and gun instructors shooting their feet from badly holstered guns. Indeed. And she's put a gun in her undergarments. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Even trained professionals make mistakes. Just saying, not a good idea. There's more undocumented people just doing it and walking it off in their backyards too. Indeed. Damn it! Accidentally shot myself in the arm. That's gotta hurt. And you know, just all around suck. Forgot she's up her foot. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. You guys, man. You guys keep me young. Why did you do that? Why? I swear to you, oh my God. this is dysfunctional family. I mean, they start off bad, they progress bad, and they stuck together. So you know they did go. I mean, they split up in the end, but you know they did stick it out for a long time. So I guess boy, misery loves company, as they say. He gives him the money, right? And then he counts it right in front of him. How disrespectful is that? He's begging for help. And he counts the money in front of him.
No, I gotta turn my back.
And then he complains about how much he gives him later. It's like a lousy, was it $1,200, whatever it was.
3,200 bucks.
3,200. Bloody hell, man.
3,200 bucks for a lifetime. Wasn't even enough to pay for the coffin.
But these guys, man.
I don't want to. What are we supposed to do? Just pick up
Oh, we're on 9 likes. I didn't even notice. Damn.
do that, Henry. Is that what you
Appreciate the 9 likes, guys. Big up for that. Jumped up, didn't we? Big up for the 9 likes. Appreciate everybody who clicks like.
for that stuff? You're totally paranoid.
To all the likers and the strikers. Appreciate it, man. One more way for our next like goal of 10, where everybody gets 50 coins. Okay, I gotta do an errand. I might not be back before you're done. So peace out. Have a good weekend, Haze and Daniel. Appreciate coming through, JT. Big up for that.
So many other things.
Take care of your business. And yeah, if I don't see you later, see you at some point in the future, God willing. Till next time, till whenever, if ever. New video out tomorrow. Make sure you check that out. New video out tomorrow on the comedy channel. Coming out tomorrow on Saturday. So yeah, look out for that. Escape from Death Row Part 3. That's out tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you look out for that. Show that some love. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming through, man. Big up JT. Big up for everybody. Talkers and stalkers, likers and strikers. I appreciate you and all that you do. For the talkers and stalkers, likers and strikers, to the stayers and the strayers. Boy, I've got all the rhymes right now. But yeah, appreciate all you guys, man. We've got a little bit to go on this movie stream. About 15 minutes to go, give or take. About 15 minutes left on this movie. So yeah, not long now, not long now. It's almost over now. It's almost over now. It's a good movie, it really is. But you know what? I think probably not gonna do long movies again after this. Or if I do, it won't be for a while. I wonder if I should like it twice since I can. Ooh, well, am I so nice that you'd like it twice? Look at those cars, man. Sure enough, we'll do so now. It's a bit awkward way sometimes, because I think sometimes on your side it might show as you liking it more than once, and then on my side it doesn't. Because someone else was doing that as well from time where they were saying that they were clicking the click a like button more than once, and I think it works maybe a few times, maybe once or twice. I think it might work once or twice. But then after that, they were saying they were still clicking like, but it wasn't actually going up on the thing. So we'll see. It says 9 right now. Let's see if that changes. And it does. And it does right there. So cool, cool, cool. We on 10 likes, guys.
If you're part of a crew, nobody ever tells you that they're going to kill you. Doesn't happen that way.
So everybody's about to get 50 coins right now. Appreciate it, man.
Like in the movies. So your murderers come with smiles. They come
But it
with
should
your
work with
friends.
different. Oh, well, there you go then. That's the way to do it.
Come at a time when you're at your weakest or most.
No, I appreciate the likes, man. It's what the likers, strikers, talkers, stalkers, stayers, and strayers. I appreciate you, man. Big up for that. We're on 10 likes right now. Awesome. Awesome.
Now I try to be the person that encourages pleasantries, talks with politeness, and respects the elderly. But do not think I am the one to be taken lightly, at least for tests show I have murderous tendencies which could me. For me, killing is obligatory, but I am weary this life has taken its toll. This is not a plea for sympathy, that is not what I need. I still have enough energy within me to climb to a top peak, dribble saliva from my beak and suck it back up before it hits the streets. I may be old in age, but I am young in rage. There is a fire within that cannot be contained, nor can it be tamed. I struggle to find constructive ways in which to release it. Being creative helps maintain in peacefulness. Now I know some of you won't understand this, why anybody...
And imagine like being that type of person who just decides that somebody has to die, you know, and that somebody is somebody that you raised, you know, somebody you've known for a long time, and then you decide that for whatever reason that person has to die to further your interests, and then you just feel no way about it, you know, like it doesn't concern you. You don't have any kind of conflicts about that. Hey, that's gotta be a hard life, man. That's gotta be a hard life.
Summoning energy from the ultimate source. Yellow aura surrounds me. I can accomplish anything. I can move mountains when I'm Super Saiyan, preparing for world salvation. I will save this planet within 5 years of the infection. Disease searing, skin tearing, memory disappearing. The zombification of the human has commenced. The living dead spreads through nations, contaminating all who get scratched or bitten. Men, women, and children fall victim to the system. Only a few remaining survivors of the cataclysm. Exercise, study, and healthy eating increase probability of getting six shots and it's still
They cut a deal. He got shook, so he cut a deal. Apparently the real Henry Hill, I don't know if he still does this now, but apparently at one time he was appearing a lot on like TV shows and, you know, chat shows and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess he's not too worried about the old gangsters catching up with him now.
Spends the next 5 days in pain and anguish as lies circulated the office complex. Those are fought for friends.
This audio track makes me want to edit a video with the lyrics. Hey, go for it, man. Go for it. If you need me to send you a copy of the track, just let me know. The Time Traveler's Ascension, it's called. I wrote this a few years ago. I think I recorded this in 2016. Right about then? I think I recorded it a little while ago now. Yeah. This is an original piece. This is an original piece. So yeah, man. Yes, please. Cool, cool, cool.
You will find an excuse, so don't tell me what I can't do. I told you I'm a time-traveling mad scientist experimenting with ancient hieroglyphics, telling stories defined by pictures. One of them tells
I'll drop you
that came to study earthly behavior. They were fascinated by our machinations, how one man can rule entire nations. They said we were too intimidating for intergalactic business.
Edit video. Listen to give the thumbs up. Maybe you can do it. I mean,
it was a small stone able to grant any wish they
it's all good. I mean,
it would be mistreated. They even gave us copious warnings, but
it'd be your video, man. So I don't mind, you know.
Women captured, raped, and battered.
Make it the way you feel that inspires you. You know, the way that you feel it should be made. All I ask is that, you know, maybe just drop a little credit in there saying, you know, sung by little old me. That's all I ask. But yeah, man. Whatever kind of editing it inspires, that's what inspires. It's all good. It's all good.
Something quite amazing. but not always in a good way, since our differences in culture should be what unites us. Instead, it seems to divide us. Some of us think that our intelligence makes us better than another, but there are no idiots, nor are there any geniuses, just different people with different sets of knowledge, different experiences and fables, which we can pull together to make this more bearable. We are
Good one with Jacksepticeye's war has changed. Solid Snake impression.
can sometimes mean getting rid of things, not just possessions, but also
Okay, I don't think I've heard that one actually.
from achieving greatness.
Nice to look that one up.
Would do this without realizing, and will keep doing it until you put an end to their practice. The fact is, some of them are people that you care about, people that you think you cannot live without. And no doubt, when they are in trouble, you are there with a shoulder to cry on. But when you need someone to lean on, there's always something else that comes up. So, for as long as you let them, they will take up all space of your emotions, subliminally dictate your soul.
But actually, you know what? I can send you a link right now to where you can download this from.
Or have no one around to hear the sound of it.
Let me just check that.
Rise up and call for the strength of a lion, no more trying. It is do or die. It is time to make a change or quit whining. Full moon shining, as dark as the night sky is. Nobody can see what is on the horizon. The army of monsters ready to invade. Tridents, knives, and other blades.
Oh shit, that was the wrong web address.
Enemy runs riots all over the place. Screams can be heard from far away. Hours of intel from the stomach left that way. Leaving you breathing with their mistakes. Shoulder blades shift like tectonic plates. Hands turn to pause and my arms elongates. I walk on all fours as I debate.
That's what I wanted to do.
And throw my evil iron creases.
Let me get you a link right now, because I was thinking, I just kind of remember that I do actually have it in a place where.
Runs beyond the norm. All four stars from multiple sources combine together to make a unique course I was taught.
Yeah, here we go, here we go.
I'm the best at this. I'm so eclectic who was gonna make references.
So this is where you can download it from.
The battle rap you ain't got.
You can actually get it as a free download, by the way. I know it says buy digital album on the thing, but you name your own price. So if you put 0 in there, it's all good. But yeah, if you download, you can download from there along with the rest of the album that I made back in, when did I make this? 2015 it was done. So yeah, a few years ago. My debut album.
More than anything that you can imagine. More than what they tell you the value of life is like. Diamonds necklaces cost more than 1,000 Africans, and mobile devices cost more than that. Corrupt corporations keep governments in check. Cheap clothes cost more than you think. We are not giving in. If one of us isn't free, then we are all to blame. There is no shame in admitting that you are fooled by the system. The shame is they committed.
You see that unless they kind comments.
For the deaths of many children.
Okay.
Profiting from the poverty-stricken.
Sorry.
Raising toy soldiers, I am a time traveler.
My bad.
I have the memory of a million mothers and fathers, sons and daughters.
It must be awesome then. I'm gonna have to watch it again to refresh my memory. Always try to give credit where credit's due. I appreciate that, man. That's the end of the movie, yo. So credits are rolling now. As the credits are rolling. But yeah, good movie, man. Good movie. Good freaking movie, huh? Good movie. I really do like that movie. It's a bit long, so like I was saying, I'm probably not going to do longer movies again for the movie night. But yeah, definitely a good movie. If you've not seen this film, definitely check it out. It's a good film. If you have seen it, then well, you already know. But yeah, so that's a link to my debut album, guys. uncivilizederts.bandcamp.com. You can name your own price, which means if you put 0, you can still get it. But you know, for those of you out there, if you do have a few pennies to spare, then hey, wouldn't go amiss. But no, for real though, yeah, if you can download from there. There's a few tracks. There's 8 tracks on the album. The song in question, or the poem in question, more specifically, is called "The Time Traveler's Ascension." So yeah, that's the last one on the album. But yeah, please check out the whole album. You know, since you got it now, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I produced that album myself. I actually did the music. I recorded it. I recorded it in my room. You know. And you know, I think compared to say a professionally done album, there's clear differences in the quality. You know, I think it's fair to say, but all things considered, I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. You know, I'm quite pleased with how it turned out, and yeah, it was definitely a passion project. Would I do another album one day? Maybe. I mean, you know, never say never. It's not the most prominent thing on my mind right now, but you know, never say never. Never say never. But yeah, 2015. Wow. I think the pieces on that album were all written probably in the 2014 then, because I don't think there's many really older pieces on there. I think the stuff I put on the album were sort of stuff that I wrote fairly recently to record, in a year before recording it. I can't even talk right now, bloody hell. Angel, please, and it's good indeed. Got a lot of passion projects. Yeah. And you know what? I think you know when you do these things, right? You put it out there, and you know you're selling your album and everything else. You know, I think you all have the idea that it's gonna sell thousands, and of course it'd be nice if it did. But you know what? It didn't. But that being said, I think all things considered, the fact that even a few people bought it is actually pretty incredible when you think about it. You know, the fact that even a few people out there were like, you know what, I like this enough to put some money down on it. You know, that is pretty awesome. You know, so yeah, it didn't make me a millionaire, but you know what, it's available for anybody who wants to listen to it. If you could, if you know, whether you got money or you don't have money, you can get the album. It's all good. You know, so yeah, man. But yeah, maybe I should do another one. Maybe I should. I don't know if I want to do the music though. That's the thing. If I'll do another one, I think I might have to get somebody else to do the music. I mean, I did enjoy doing the music, but it's just I feel like that's not really where my creativity lies. I mean, with this album, don't get me wrong, so I did put everything I had into it in terms of like trying to come up with stuff and trying to not just pick the first things that I heard and try to make things that really went with it and so on and so forth. But I think if I were to do another project like this, yeah, I'd probably try and get someone else to do the music, you know, and that whole thing. But we'll see. Like I say, it's not the most prominent thing on my mind right now, but never say never. Never say never. But yeah, that is the end of the movie, man. Appreciate you downloading the album, Belgian Dan. Sorry, almost said his name wrong. I appreciate you downloading the album. Anybody else who wants to check it out, please do. But yeah, it's the end of the movie. End of Goodfellas. Good movie, Goodfellas. I was saying before, it's probably one of my favorite gangster movies. Maybe not. I don't know if it's my absolute favorite gangster movie, but definitely one of my favorite gangster movies. Yeah, boy. Alright, so next live stream is due on Monday now. I'm not gonna stream on the weekend, but next live stream is due on Monday, 7 AM GMT. Where, you know what, I might just be streaming on Twitch on Monday. Actually, I might trial streaming on Twitch for a little while, see how that goes. You know, see how that goes streaming on Twitch, and then, you know, if it works out, maybe stay there. If not, then yeah, well, I'll come crawling back to YouTube. But yeah, I'm thinking I might try it. I might try it because you know, you guys, when I was asking, you guys don't seem to mind too much if I were to move to Twitch, and I think it's important that especially people who watch regular, you know, are okay with certain things. And so yeah. Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. Okay, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daniel. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Happy birthday, dude. Man. Danny's, I know your age actually, you'd have told me. I won't say it though. I won't say it. But yeah. We're it's that boy. getting closer, man. Getting closer. Getting closer. Yeah, there we go. We're classics. We're classics. Yeah. Man. But it's crazy though. I was thinking about. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again anyway, just because it's just true. But like, when you're like, say, 14, 15 years old, right? The idea of being 40 seems like it might as well be like a million years away. You know what I mean? It may as well be like that's so far away. It feels like that. But then as you approach that age, it's like, man, boy. Quick, man. Time went quick. But it's been a good ride. It's been a good journey, and hopefully, it's been a good journey. Well, actually, no. Well, you have to tell me some things, but hopefully you've had mostly a good journey, I should say. Because I remember you have told me some stuff, but I will get into that. But hopefully you've had some good memories in there as well. That's bringing the new age with some joy and certainly some happy memories to come. So here's to you, Dan. Here's to you. In your teens, time goes slow. In your 20s, it goes faster. In your 30s, it just shoots by. For real, man. Boy. For real. It's like, man, I swear I was like 30 yesterday. You know what I mean? It's like, boy, I'm pretty sure I was just 30 yesterday. 10 years just goes like that. But hey, it is what it is. When your life flashes before you, make sure you got a good show to watch. That's my that's my motto. Make sure you got a good show to watch. So yeah, just keep trying to enjoy life. Keep doing the things that you find enjoyable, that make you happy. Stay positive. Spread positivity. Just keep being an awesome person. Keep being the best version of yourself. And try to get better at being the best version of yourself. So yeah, something to celebrate. But yeah, happy birthday for tomorrow. Salute. Alright, there's a few birthdays actually. Bands were saying his birthday's coming up, so yeah, so a few birthdays around right now. My little brother's birthday is coming up as well in about a week or so. So yeah, birthdays galore. Well, I guess every day is somebody's birthday, so it is what it is. Alrighty then. So yeah, no stream tomorrow. Should be streaming on Monday. Probably gonna be streaming on Twitch. But like I said, I'm gonna try that out. But new video out tomorrow, so look out for the new video. Escape from Death Row Part 3. The epic conclusion of the trilogy. Escape from Death Row Part 1 and 2 are already out. If you haven't already checked those out, please check those out. But Part 3, the final conclusion, the final episode, the epic conclusion to the trilogy is out tomorrow. So yeah, look out for that. Escape from Death Row Part 3. What else? Yeah, just working on more videos. So yeah, please check those out as they come. Check out some older videos if you get the time. And yeah, I'll have to check out that video again. What's it called? Was it Jacksepticeye? I think I do remember watching it now actually. But I still want to watch it again to refresh my memory. Jacksepticeye's war has changed. Yeah, I think I do remember watching it actually. I do remember watching it, but yeah. But yeah, methinks I need to refresh my memory on that one, so I shall do that momentarily. The Bandit Haze getting away from the Green Mile. Well. Does Bandit Haze get away from the Green Mile? Or does something else happen? Actually, yeah, link might come in handy actually, because when I just searched it, of course, Jacksepticeye's video came up first. Of course, that one came up first. There's Jacksepticeye. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh no, I've got your one now. I've got your one now. 1 minute and 4 seconds. Cool, I'll watch that in a little bit. Alright then, but yeah, so guys, to all the talkers and the stalkers, to all the likers and the strikers, to the stayers and the strayers, I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping the chat lively. If you've seen the movie before, then, well, you know it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it before, and you watch it for the first time, probably not the best way to watch a movie for the first time, but hopefully you got something out of it anyway. But yeah, that's going to be all for now. So guys, until whenever, if ever, peace out, y'all.